It's really no secret that vodka has been an often overlooked spirit in the cocktail community, mainly due to its perceived neutral flavor profile. So today we partnered up with Grey Goose, a company that made their product to challenge the idea that vodka should be a neutral flavor profile. And I can't help but ask the question, is that fair? It's not vodka's fault that everyone thinks it's an entry-level spirit. Have we been judging it a little too rashly? Grey Goose was created in 1997 by Francois Thibault, who became a maître de chai or cellar master in Cognac, France. This title is only given to people who have really studied and apprenticed for years and years and years to perfect the art of making cognac. It was after joining the specialized group of spirits professionals that he decided to make a spirit made from the same wheat as the finest French breads and pastries. He used all of the lessons in precision in not only the distilling process, but also in the quality of the ingredients to make a spirit that is truly world-class. Grey Goose is only made from 2 ingredients: red winter wheat, which is reserved only for the finest pastries and sourced from a farm growing it for 11 generations, and artisanal spring water. Once the wheat is milled and fermented, the spirit is distilled only once in a column still to make sure that the characteristics of the wheat remain. Once that's done, the spirit is transported to the cognac region and blended with an artisanal spring water, which has been naturally filtered through 500 feet of limestone. So while many believe that vodka is a spirit with no character, or that's what a vodka should be, the idea behind Grey Goose is the complete opposite. It was to create a spirit with extraordinary character. You know, perfect for cocktails and for sipping. The Grapefruit Cooler was created by New York City bartender and bar owner Audrey Saunders. Saunders was one of the early bartenders who really pushed the reemergence of gin as a preferred spirit in the cocktail world. So it's not without a little irony that one of her more well-known favorite cocktails is a vodka cocktail. 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of grapefruit syrup, and this is a kind of an adapted way to make this grapefruit syrup. Typically, the grapefruit syrup in this cocktail is made by taking a couple cups of simple syrup, putting grapefruit peel in there, letting it macerate for 24 hours. I actually like it better to take 200 grams of grapefruit juice and put 150 grams of sugar in it and just make simple syrup out of the juice itself. And then we're gonna do 1/4 of an ounce of honey syrup, 1 dash Angostura bitters, 1 dash Peychaud's, 8 to 10 mint leaves into the bottom of the tin, like so. Give it a light muddle, just to release the oils, nothing crazy. And we're gonna do 2 ounces of Grey Goose. Add ice into the tin, and give it a shake. Strain it into our glass, like so. And then garnish with a twist. Give it that little grapefruit zest. So well balanced, nice and refreshing. Obviously you get that big grapefruit. You do actually get a little of the character of the vodka in there as well. And then you get that nice warm and honey. The bitters gives it a little spice and a little bit of that kind of Creole vibe from the Peychaud's, which is a really nice cocktail. So there it is, the Grapefruit Cooler. The French Martini is bartending legend Dale DeGroff's submission to the teeny category of cocktails, so popular in the 1990s. Not really a martini, these drinks are more in the sour category than anything else, but hey, it's really incredible regardless, super simple, really delicious, and worth a mix for sure. We're gonna do 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice, 3/4 of an ounce of raspberry liqueur, 2 ounces of Grey Goose. Give it a shake. You gotta love pineapple and how much it foams. It's such amazing foam, look at that. Well, you got that pineapple and that raspberry popping right through, and then you've got the body of the cocktail just being brought up by the vodka. And you know, quite honestly, for a drink that doesn't have a sharper form of acid in there, like a little 1/4 or 1/2 ounce of lime juice, it is surprisingly well balanced. So there it is, the French Martini. The next cocktail we're doing is the Duke's Martini. Duke's is a London hotel that has a very famous bar in it called Duke's. You might have seen it actually on the Somebody Feed Phil show. It's also the bar where legend has it that Ian Fleming wrote Casino Royale and then came up with the Vesper cocktail. Nowadays you go there and they serve you your martini tableside. It is arguably the most famous martini in the world, and Robert Simonson said it's so murderously cold it goes down like a glass of milk. So today we're going to show you how to make this cocktail, and it is really simple. The first thing that we have is just an atomizer filled with dry vermouth. We have our frozen Grey Goose here and our martini glass, also frozen. And then what we're going to do here,
technically not frozen, but it's very cold.
Well, it's very cold, yes. Okay. And then what we're going to do here is we're just going to coat the inside of the glass with a little dry vermouth. And then we're going to take our frozen Grey Goose here.
Again, not frozen.
And we are going to pour it in 4 ounces into the glass like so. When you go to this bar, there is a 2-drink maximum that they allow you to do. This is a completely undiluted martini. Oh, let's not forget the main thing. One of these guys. Well, first we'll espresso it, drop it in. I don't want to say that the cold tamps down on the flavors because the flavors are all there, but you get the dry vermouth and then you get all of the flavor of the vodka. It is tamped down a little bit and everything just melds so well. This is something that you think you could just drink very easily. Not a good idea. So there it is, the Duke's Martini. Russian Spring Punch was created by the late great British bartender Dick Bradsell in the 1980s, and it is his third in the trifecta of modern classic cocktails which he started, which was the Wibble, the Bramble, and then of course Russian Spring Punch. This particular drink was originally created for a gathering of friends and then went on to be featured on many of Dick's menus at the bars that he ran. 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of creme de cassis, which is a black currant liqueur. We're gonna do 3/4 of a teaspoon of simple syrup. Grab some ice, put it in a tin, give it a shake. Give this a strain, so we're just straining out that portion. Then we are going to add our ice. I'm gonna get some small pieces for this V-shaped glass. Then we are going to add 1 ounce of Grey Goose. And we're gonna pour that over the ice so that it layers. And then we're going to add about 3 ounces or so of champagne, also poured very carefully so that that layers as well. 1/2 a lemon and stick it in like so. The creme de cassis kind of gives it a savory sweetness. You got your vodka, and then of course, bringing up the back end, you get all the bubbles and the nice champagne-y goodness of the champagnes. So there it is, guys, the Russian Spring Punch. I think we've done it, guys. Judging by the quality of these 4 cocktails, I think it's safe to say that you guys can go out, use vodka for your cocktails, and you don't even have to feel bad about it. And if you want some more amazing Grey Goose cocktails, click there. Click the link. Click the link. What are you even doing here? Just click the link.